10 reasons everyone likes Prince William over Prince Harry. Starting off with number 10, Harry's controversial memoir, Spare. Since its publication earlier this year, many have questioned Harry's motives. It is clear that the family members had not been informed prior to him exposing highly sensitive information. Seems as if Harry must have wanted to change people's views by saying things like William being circumcised or Camilla being a villain. The memoir definitely was a stab in the back to his family, which is definitely not a good look for Harry or even Meghan, who have repeatedly stated that their staff never looked out for them and that the family never supported them. So it's obvious that those who support the royals found Harry's actions questionable, further making William the more popular prince and future king. Number 9, Megxit. The couple worked out their way out of the royal family as senior working members. Britain was thrown into a state of shock by this unprecedented action. The late Queen acknowledged that the royal family would have preferred for them to continue working full-time, but still respected and appreciated their desire for greater family independence. The action was known as Megxit, despite the fact that it was widely publicized that it was a mutual decision. Some people interpreted Meghan's use of her name as a collective term for the two of them. Harry even went over the development of the misogynistic term Megxit, which was coined by a troll, amplified by royal correspondence, and made its way into mainstream media, as he explained. It may be taken as a joke by some, but Harry obviously has his wifey's back. Number 8, talking about Diana's car accident. Harry was pretty close to his mom, the late Princess Diana, and even dedicated the memoir to her. Within the book, he talks about when he went back to the tunnel where the fatal car crash happened and admitted it wasn't the closure he was hoping for. Harry is quoted as saying he rode past the Ritz where his mother had dinner that night and even through the tunnel along the Seine River at the Pont de l'Alma Bridge, where the car carrying Diana crashed in August 1997. He says he was 23 at the time of recreating the route. He asked his driver to go at 65 miles per hour, which was the exact speed her car had supposedly been driving, according to police at the time of the crash. In his words, I'd always imagined the tunnel as some treacherous passageway inherently dangerous, but it was just a short, simple, no-frills tunnel. Harry says before adding that there was no reason anyone should ever pass away inside the bridge. Is Harry insinuating something? What do you guys think? Harry also writes that he asked his driver to go through the tunnel a second time. I mean, it is always sad to lose someone close to you, and at the age he lost her at, plus the lack of support he had from the family was more difficult for his grieving process. The memoir shares his attempt to contact Diana through a woman who claimed to have powers. Harry says the woman did give him a message from Diana where she assures him that he is living the life she couldn't and the life she wanted for him. Harry getting real in the book is interesting to see, especially since the royals are known to keep the skeletons in the closet. But just like his mom, he doesn't seem to care about hiding certain things other members would. Maybe that's why he's the less liked. We all know William would never do something that would put the rep of the royals in danger, but then again, they clearly have very different values, which divides the types of people who seem to like one prince more than the other. Number 7, King Charles is not publicly accepted. A poll conducted by NBC News found that despite the fact that the majority of Americans hold a neutral opinion of the Windsors, Americans have a more favorable opinion of Princes Harry and William than they do of their father, King Charles. Among adults in the US, 29% have a favorable opinion of Harry, compared to 24% who have a negative opinion. 26% have a favorable opinion of Prince William, compared to 13% who have a negative, and 15% are in favor of King Charles, compared to 26% who have a negative opinion. Charles's net rating is an improvement from 1997. The last time an NBC News survey requested Americans further discernment from him, when 18% of Americans had a positive perspective of him and 47% maintained a negative point of view of the then prince. However, the conclusion is that Americans are not particularly fond of the royals. 61% said they felt nonpartisan or had barely any insight into Prince William to give a rating, while 59% said the equivalent regarding Charles, and 47% said the equivalent regarding Harry. Those reviewed were additionally gotten some information about their feelings for the two more youthful royal couples, Harry and Meghan and William and Kate. Number 6, too much pressure. It appears that some royal insiders are not convinced Charles really wants to take on all the pressure of being a monarch. The Sun reports that Stuart Pearce, the former voice coach of Princess Diana, is of the opinion that when the time comes, Charles might abdicate and give the crown directly to his old son, Prince William. Before the coronation happened, Pierce stated Charles may not ascend to the throne. He may give it to his young son. He doesn't want to do it because it's so hard. Yikes. Will has also been part of the conversation about the succession plan ever since he was 11 or 12, according to Pierce. However, experts at the University College London's Constitution Unit claim that Charles would need to involve Parliament in order to avoid the difficult job of being monarch and abdicate directly to William. Number 5, William is more approachable. It is sort of common knowledge that people absolutely adore Prince William and Princess Kate, while they typically only quite like King Charles, though public opinion is rallying around him now that he's the monarch. Prince Charles is from a different generation, so he might be seen as old-fashioned. Charles's former butler, Grant Harold, tells Slingo. While he is old-fashioned, he's also quite modern, but William and Kate show some more of their personalities, so people like them more. They're drawn to them more. But Harold does not think we're above judging a book by its cover, which is fair. William was a pinup at one point, and Kate is a beautiful lady. He continues, people all want to be Kate, dress like her and look like her. They're very much role models, and I think that's why they're doing so well. And while King Charles will certainly change the way the monarchy runs in his own ways, Harold believes his eldest son will take things further, and that we're already seeing what kind of king he will be in the way he conducts himself in public. Prince William is changing things a lot, Harold says. The Queen would never go up and hug someone, but for William and Kate, this is now normal. The younger royals have shown that they can't be aloof. If they're aloof, it'll not work. And of course, not only does William have the late Queen and his royal father as role models, he also had the wild card that was Princess Diana. Number 4, the personable prince. He is approachable, friendly, and compassionate, and will put himself in the position of any person. He's not a lord, since that's his work. He'll do it for individuals to help out them and make the nation, and the off chance that not the world, his superior spot. The new Prince of Wales has proactively begun that mission by making the Earthshot Prize to do his part for the environment emergency. Him and Kate also attended the awards ceremony in Boston, marking their first trip to the US since 2014. Number 3, William and Kate. This couple and their 3 children are adored in England. I don't know if I can say the same about Meghan and Harry though. In fact, a survey by BMG Research reveals that nearly half of the British public wants Charles to step aside and give the throne to his oldest son. William and Kate have now been married for nearly a decade. The Atlantic calls them a fairy tale with their picture-perfect family and their distinct lack of scandals. I don't know about lack of scandals, but maybe they're just better at hiding it? Plus, Prince William and Prince Harry are the most like royals since records began, according to the Evening Standard, so it makes sense that people want to see their most like royal on the throne. That said, Prince Harry's popularity may have taken a bit of a hit since he and Meghan stepped back from their royal duties. Number 2, can't and won't forget Diana. Diana once said that she wanted to be the queen of people's hearts, and that very much proved to be the case. It's also a big reason many people don't like her ex. They still haven't forgiven him for how he treated Diana during their ill-fated marriage. Charles publicly admitted that he started having an affair with Camilla while he was married to Diana. He also treated Diana poorly on a number of occasions. The public, who is still protective of Diana, seems to be unwilling to move past Charles's offenses. Hand-in-hand dislike for Camilla, this survey from BMG Research also revealed that only 20% of people thought Camilla should take the title of queen. Given that Charles is now married to the other women, that may also make people feel less inclined to get behind him as the reigning monarch. That said, even though the majority of people don't like the idea of a Queen Camilla, they have warmed up to her. The Guardian reports that the now queen has won many people's hearts by tirelessly working for her charities without a lot of fanfare. Although she is in a relationship that has been scrutinized like no other, she's a private person and takes actions to guard her privacy whenever possible. But all I'm saying is, I feel like most people love William and Kate more, and definitely more than Harry. So, comment below if you think Charles should give the throne to William. And finally, number 1, profiting off the family. Even though they're not going to be making money as working members of the royal family, Harry and Meghan have found other ways to collect their checks. Along with their highly controversial Netflix docuseries and the memoir Harry released, I have a feeling this couple has found their sweet spot when it comes to content the audience will pay for. Their production company, Archwell Productions, signed the $100 million deal to make the Netflix series, as well as a $25 million deal with Spotify, where Meghan hosts a podcast and discusses real-life issues with celebrities. And even though they were not paid for the interview they had done with Oprah, it cost the royal family their reputation. Meghan and Harry chose to expose the royals In the CBS special, where allegations of racism were brought up, unfair treatment towards Meghan, and even how they were cut off financially by the royals after stepping back from their royal responsibilities. As juicy as the memoir is, Harry doesn't seem to hold back his distaste for the relation the royals have with the British media either. But to be fair, I can't blame him for being annoyed with them. I can imagine how tiring it is to have to be careful of how you live your life to avoid making headlines as often as they do already. But that is all for today. Comment below whether you like Harry more or William, and if you're excited to see William become king one day. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more juicy royal updates and news on your favorite celebrities, and I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.